welcome folks to the Gold Lion. Welcome to the main event. Hey, we made it. It's Saturday, y'all. Thank Christ. It's fucking Saturday. Because I don't know about y'all, but this past week really put me through the ringer, and I'm ready for the weekend. Anybody else ready for the weekend?
Yeah.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Thank you guys. Well, I just want to spend some time thanking the Gold Lion and encouraging y'all to tip your waiters and waitresses. We have Jared in the kitchen here with Walter. We also got Xavier behind the bar, so be nice to him. Don't yell at him. He looks like a small, frail boy. He looks like a Timothy Chalamet. He might cry. So please do be nice to this man. Well, let's start the show, shall we? Huh? Let's be a little goofy. My name is Jensen. I am a part of the LGBTQAI ABCDEFG HIJKLMNOP. And P stands for penis, which is what I don't have. But my pronouns are he, he, and haha interchangeably, so please use them accordingly. Thank you. I will get the queer police to come get you, which are just two drag queens. They will just find you in a Harris Teeter's and like drag you outside and like glam you up and then leave you there. So that's also what ICE is doing right now, I think. I'm not 100% sure about that. We have a really great lineup of folks here. We have some people coming from Roanoke, which will be a lot of fun. We have some local legends coming up, and I'm just really excited for you guys to enjoy this show. A little bit more about me is I also stab people for a living. And this is 100% true. People pay me a ton of money to stab them repeatedly for long amounts of time, and then they get this like crazy scar that they wear forever, and then they like show off in the Wingstop, like, oh yeah, I got this lion scar. It has a clock and a rose, and you know, you can find me right on the corner. I'm like right over there, just like with a knife, just like ready to go. I'm like, my Cash App is this, please. I'm looking to stab. It's just what I do in my free time. I make a career out of it. Our next amazing comedian coming up on stage is my personal favorite comedian in Richmond, not to gas her up too much, but we got Erica D coming to the stage, so give us a round of applause for her.
Hi, Gold Lion. What's up, guys? Woo! All right, let me keep it real. Let me keep it real honest. 2025 has been shit. Anybody else? Yeah, 2025 has been shit. I had to turn to a life of crime. Yes, I had to turn to a life of crime. I started stealing eggs at self-checkout. That's exactly what I started doing, okay? And I can't keep stealing, guys. I can't keep stealing, okay? This isn't high school. Or the Wawa that I just left earlier today, okay? But with that, let's throw 2025 away. Okay, let's just bring in 2026. All right, because I'm ready for the old acquaintances to be forgot. All right, by old acquaintances, I am referring to my trifling ass ex-husband, all right, who cheated on me with another woman, had a baby with that woman. Yes. And that baby's birthday is the same day as mine. Diabolical! I know. I am living in a Tyler Perry play right now. Medea is going to come through these doors at any given moment screaming, "Heller!" It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. But you know, it's all right. Because my ex, he really ought to be careful. Because my last ex, he got more than forgot. Okay, he got. As in he died, people, he died. And it wasn't me. It was not me, all right? He died of natural causes. And that's what I call my pistol. Yeah, okay. No, really, I didn't do it. I swear to you, I did not kill y'all didn't catch that? Okay, no, I didn't do it though. I really didn't do it. I did not kill my ex. May he rest in hell. Okay? And may he rest in poverty because he still owes me money. Still owes me money. All right? Gonna do a hard pivot here. We have any parents in the house? Yeah, parents are here. I love parenthood. Okay? I do. I love it. I'm a single mom. I absolutely love my kid. But I realize there's some things about kids, all right? They are little human beings, yes, but they have absolutely no filter. I mean, none, okay? They come with the hard-hitting truths all the time, all right? I went to take my son to art class, and as we're leaving, he's saying goodbye to his teacher. And then he starts doing what I call the rev up, okay? And the rev up is, kids start thinking about what they want to say. And then whatever comes out of that mouth is awful. It's absolutely awful, okay? So my son starts revving up. How come? Why is, how come your stomach looks like a butt? How come your stomach looks like a butt? Okay, now, did this woman's stomach look like a butt? Yes, hell yeah, it did, absolutely, it did. But that's none of our business, That's none of our business. We did not go to art class the next week. We did not go. So then he turns his sights to me. I was his next victim, all right? I'm getting ready, getting myself together, right? And I put my hands up in the air. As I put my hands up, my stretch marks are showing, okay? My son gets up, he comes over and looks at me, starts rubbing his grubby little fingers down the sides of my stomach, outlining my stretch marks. And he says, "Mommy, what happened to you?" And to him, I say, "You. And you happened to me, little crotch demon, you. It was you." He's okay, he's fine, he's recovered. Yeah, kids, man, kids. But I realized the stretch marks made me realize that I am getting older. Anybody else? Realize, yeah. We are all getting older, right? And my body is literally making decisions without consulting me first. I'll be doing things like standing, minding my black-owned business because it is black-owned. Yes, I'm looking at the black people up front. It is black-owned, okay? Minding my business, and then my knees do this. What is that? But then I gotta play it off like I'm doing the latest TikTok dance. Ooh, I slipped on this rug. I ain't gonna hold y'all with this rug, but you get it. The knees are going. What is that? The other thing that's happening is like bladder control. Bladder control. I used to be able to go out and drink all night long, okay? And I never broke the seal. Ladies, you never break the seal, right? Never. But now, it's like as soon as I get home, put my foot on my porch and my key in my door, my bladder sinks to the Wi-Fi, bloop, bloop. And I have to pee immediately. Right there. I gotta pee right now, y'all. I'm holding it for all of you. All of you. Oh, my body is literally breaking down. I was diagnosed with kidney failure. Yeah, kidney failure. You can say all. It's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. I am diagnosed with kidney failure. But it's fine. Because I know what my priorities are. Okay? And it's not the dick anymore. It's not the dick. It's the kidney. Okay? I need that by the end of the night, dog. That's what I need. I need it by the end of the night. And yeah, priorities are different now. Can I ask you all a question?
Go right ahead.
Do we have any organ donors here in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Love that. Love that. For all of you. Love that. The rest of you, relax. You can chill. I felt your organs clench up. It's fine. It's fine. I just have a follow-up question. Just a small follow-up question. Would any of you like to be inside of me? Yeah. She said, you're considering it, right? Yes. See me after the show. And I mean that in whatever way you want to take it. Okay, cool. Just see me after. Yeah. Another hard pivot here. I love my kid. My K-I-D. Yes. You know what else I love? I love my IUD. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I am out here getting to the D. Okay? That's a fancy way of me saying I am in my second hoe phase right now. Let's clap it up for the streets, because I am in the streets, people. Clap it up for the streets. Yes, clap it up for the streets. I am promiscuous girl and Nelly Furtado's promiscuous girl, y'all. Yeah. I am the Pied Piper of unwanted dick pics. That's what's happening right now. Right now. But you know, my phone is absolutely sick of me, okay? Because she sent me a notification. She said, girl, you need to free up some storage, some space in your phone. You got too many large attachments in your phone. And to her I said, girl, you're giving some of these pics way too much credit. Way too much credit. But you know, I blame myself. I do. Because I'm what they call a keyboard slut. Yeah. What's a keyboard slut? A keyboard slut is somebody, me, who will hype up your wildest fantasies behind the screen, okay? And when we meet for the first time in real life, real time, we ain't doing none of that shit. We not doing none of that, yeah. Because people are crazy. People are wild, all right? And I'm on the dating apps. Anybody else on the dating apps? Yes, I know. I feel you, okay? I'm on the dating apps. I've been ghosted 3 times this week. I know, 3 times this week. Your girl is feeling like a haunted house right now. Okay, I don't know whether to have a seance or call a Ghostbuster. I'm not sure. But you know, I've also done my fair share of ghosting. I have. Has anybody ever ghosted someone before? Tell me why.
Just texting me too much, like clinginess. I don't like that.
I get that. I feel that. You also look like the type.
Wow.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. You're wonderful. Yeah, no, I've done my fair share, and I understand, you know, ghosting someone. Sometimes you gotta do it, you know. Recently, I had a guy hop in my DMs. And I had to ghost his ass, y'all. I did, but he hopped in my DMs. And he's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hey, okay, what do you do?" And he's like, "I'm a delivery driver." And I said, "Okay, cool. Amazon, FedEx, UPS, give me something, you know." He says, "Something like that." Y'all heard it? Y'all heard the red flag, right? Something like that? What do you mean something like that? Like you can't tell me who you're driving for and what you're delivering? If you're robbing people, just let me know, okay? If you're murdering people, just let me know, okay? If you're murdering and robbing people, and kidneys happen to be involved, yeah, y'all get it. I've been Erica D. Y'all have a great night. Let's bring Jensen back up.
Everybody give it up for Erica D. Richmond's very own kidney thief. So nobody call the police because my kidney is gone. Well, hard pivot. We are moving to our next comedian. He comes all the way from Roanoke. He is the producer and host of the Real Funny Comedy Show in Roanoke. Please welcome to the stage, LA, Josh Preston.
Hiya!
Yeah.
One more time. Hiya! It's always better the second time. Congratulate me, because on Monday I'm going to be an organ donor. Yes, I am. Yes. I'm definitely. That's right. I'm trying to get Erica D that D. You know what I mean? Before we start, I always ask this question because I do something at the gas station I thought everyone did until I had a friend that did it a different way. When y'all pump gas, do y'all leave the car running?
No.
Y'all my people. All right, good. I have a friend that he leaves the car running. And I never understood why. So I usually ask people why they do it. One person said it's because they like to leave the AC on. I was like, okay, that makes kind of sense. You know? You don't want to die being hot, I guess. That's what the thing is. But I found out why my friend does it, because he has warrants. So He wants to get out of there and he sees a cop. Yes. He black. All right. Give a congratulations to my cousin. He got a trap baby. Congratulations. I have no idea what a trap baby is. That's right. A trap baby is when a woman traps a man into getting her pregnant so she'll have his kid. Now who's happy that he got a trap baby? Anybody else? Okay, we still got some. And he came up to me, he's like, yo, LA, girl trapped me, man, girl trapped me. I'm like, why did she trap me? Did she say she was on birth control and she wasn't? He was like, nah, man, she told me that since I didn't know how to swim, my sperm didn't know how to swim. What? I told him that is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my entire life. I don't even know who was dumber. Was it him who believed that if he didn't know how to swim, his sperm didn't know how to swim? Or was it her who wanted a baby by a man who believed that if he didn't know how to swim, his sperm didn't know how to swim? That's going to be a dumb baby. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be a dumb baby. That baby going to be doing drive-by shootings on dead-end streets. It's just dumb. Going to be just driving. Oh. I'm trapped, baby. I'm trapped. Yeah, see, he's trapped. I've been married for 28 years.
Wow.
Thank you. I see some of y'all didn't clap, all right? Dislikers of love. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. And I don't know, it seems like we got couples in here. This is usually for the man, but sometimes it's for the woman. But for gentlemen, if you have a girlfriend or whatever, have y'all ever got in trouble for something she dreamed you did? Right there, you get in trouble? This dude ain't paying attention. You get in trouble if she dreams something that you did wrong.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes, yeah. Same thing with my wife. So you and your wife the same. I got in trouble because my wife dreamed I had sex with Sexy Red. Is it? Have y'all seen Sexy Red? I mean, no, that wouldn't be the person I would want her to dream that I had sex with, all right? And it was crazy. And you say, well, what's the bad part about it? Well, the bad part is she made me go get an STD test. That was the bad part. I was like, what? Why you? Come to find out I got herpes. I'm like, how the hell did she do that? What kind of Freddy Krueger shit is she doing there? Oh, calling her Freddy Red. I said, get it, Freddy, hands on your knees. Huh? 1, 2, brown booty hole coming for you. Oh, man. Well, my wife and I, we went on a trip to Las Vegas, and it was our 25th anniversary. And also, my niece and his wife got married as well. My nephew, and his wife got married. So we all went, it's like, you know what, let's all go to Vegas, have a good time, have some fun. So we go to Vegas, and my nephew doesn't gamble, so it's just my wife, my niece, and myself. So we go to Little Caesars to go gamble and stuff, right? So we go inside. Now, they like playing slots. I like playing blackjack. So there's the slot machines, there's 3 of them. So my wife sits on the left side, my niece sits on the right side. No one's in the middle, so no one to play with them. So I go play blackjack. So I go and play blackjack, lose all my money. It was real quick too. It was about half an hour, just gone. They were hitting 20s, 21s. So I do the little walk of shame, and I get to the slot machine, and there is an old white man sitting right between them. Now, I don't care that he was old. I don't care if he was white. I didn't even care if he was a man. But he was an old white man. That was the problem, all right? Got me some of this like Thomas Jefferson vibes, you know? For the people that don't know, Thomas Jefferson had a slave named Sally, and they had 5 kids together. Bro, that's why they call him T Jizzle. So I run up to him, and he looks at me, and he goes, well, I guess I'll go to dinner then. He gets up and he leaves. It's like, hey, that was weird. So I sit down, and it seemed like he was playing with him. And I say, what's going on? Why was he playing with y'all? All these slots around here, why he sit with y'all? And my niece goes, he was just playing slots with us. He won $15,000 at the Stratosphere. I was like, yeah, and I know he was gonna do with a couple of those $1,000 with y'all, right? Sally, and my wife's like, hey, well, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm sitting there playing. I was like, I'm gonna play too, keep an eye on everybody. So I look at my wife, because I lost all my money at blackjack. I mean, I had no money, I couldn't play. So my wife gives me a $100 bill. I'm ready to slide the $100 bill in. He left a $500 credit at the slot machine. Yeah, I was excited. I was like, whoa, this dude left with $500. Oh, ain't God good? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yes. I was all happy. But unfortunately, my nephew and I have the Good Housewives of Roanoke, Virginia, all right? My niece says, no. You do not want to do that because we're going to have bad karma. I was like, y'all believe in that karma? Oh, I was like, no. She's like, yes, we're going to have bad karma. Don't play. I'm going to leave and find them. So I'm sitting down and I thought about it. I said, you know what? I might have some bad karma. I'm going to help look for them. So I get up, I look left, I look right. I don't see him, sit my butt right back down. I did my job. I say about 5 minutes later, here comes my niece. I found him. Hit the cash out button, gave her the $500 voucher. She goes, does whatever. About 5 minutes later, she comes back. Guess how much he gave her? 0?
500.
500? 20? 1,000? Ooh, should have been you. It should have been you. But if you said nothing or nothing at all, that's exactly what he gave her. Nothing. And she goes, that's okay. We're going to still have good karma. Everything's going to go great. And I'm sitting here thinking, tag, karma is a B. If it wasn't for karma, I would have had $500. My wife looked at me and said, no, if you would have just shut up in the first place, you would have had $500. I said, karma ain't the only B here. In my mind, I said that, in my mind. That's why I'm still married for 28 years, because I really do know when to shut up. Thank y'all very much for listening to me. I'm L.A. Josh Preston.
Great work. Everybody give it up for L.A. Josh Preston. Our next comedian is a local comedian as well, host of the Chucklers and Smugglers. He does something, he's like a regular tall white guy, so please be nice to him. Welcome James Copeland to the stage.
Thank you. Yes, I am James of Chuckles and Smugglers, or as I told Jensen earlier, Chuckle Smugglers, which is the actual name of it. Thank you. I appreciate the recognition, and I apologize for not tipping that guy for finding my $500. I was having a lucky streak. I needed that money, okay? Anyway, guys, I have great news. I'm starting a company that caters exclusively to boomers. Our first product is going to be a bumper sticker that says, Nag's Head, the 2 things my wife does best. Yeah, we're in pre-production on that. Let me know if you want in. I was watching the Diddy trial earlier, and there's a woman outside like celebrating when he got off. She was like twerking, and someone was spraying her with baby oil. I don't know why you would celebrate that way, but I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know what baby oil is actually for. Like, why would you want them to be slippery? Like if I had a baby, I would cover it in Velcro or something. Because let me tell you, you really don't want a baby getting away from you at a P. Diddy party. Thank you. Economy, not doing super great. I don't know if you guys have noticed, not super great economy. It's funny, a lot of people voted for Trump because of the economy, but personally, I think those people have the foresight of someone that pisses their pants in a blizzard for warmth. I just hope they're enjoying their trickle-down economics. That's all I'm saying. I was visiting Milwaukee a couple weeks ago. I really like Milwaukee. Do you guys like Milwaukee? Brewers fans, anybody? Yeah? Yeah, that's about right. But Milwaukee, here's why I like Milwaukee. It's the only place I've been to where every stereotype is true. Just everyone in the city is a pasty, cheese-eating drunk. You know, you get there and you look around and you're like, what happened to these people? I actually did some research. The city was founded by albino Germans that had sex with grocery bags full of loose cottage cheese. Yeah, it's weird. They're not even like overweight, they're just like lumpy, you know? I don't know what's going on. I went there, it was like after the first real week of summer there, so everyone was just like lobster red sunburnt. I think they finally realized that Velveeta doesn't make good sunscreen. Took them a while to get to that one. You know, I have an older neighbor. I try to make small talk with her, but I try to stay away from politics because I'm not really sure what she believes. But I just stick to weather. You know, weather is safe. So the other day I went out and I was like, hey, Miss Andrews, you hear the heat index is going up to 111 degrees? She turned to me and she was like, the world is punishing our sins. The earth has a fever that shall kill the infirm. I was like, okay, Miss Andrews, stay cool. Thanks again for the goat blood cookies. She's a witch. I made her a witch at the end. Thought that'd be a nice end to that joke. Do you guys ever hear that some people start to look like their dogs after a while? That, you know, like you kind of acclimate. That didn't happen to me. Like, I don't really look like my dog. I do look like my dick, though. You know, skinny, pale, anemic looking. There's a slouch. It's balding. I don't know what's going on, folks. I think I have mini-me pee-pee syndrome. At least that's what ChatGPT told me. That's where I go for all my medical advice now. Saves me a lot of money. Why is it that when women say they're not wearing any panties, it's considered sexy? But when I say it, the Walmart clerk tells me I have to buy the pants I just tried on. Doesn't that seem like a double standard? Put in a complaint with them later. My work, they've made me sign up for this health app that like tracks calories. I have to do it like for my health insurance. Isn't that bullshit? Yeah, right? Personally, I don't agree with that, so I've just been logging gravy for every meal. Just, you know, biscuits gravy, chicken gravy, giblet gravy, and that's just breakfast. But then I found out you can create your own food categories on the app, and since then I've been subsisting solely on dick gravy. Yeah, let me tell you, that goes down smooth. You ever see something wrong around your house and you think that your roommate did it? You know, like the lights got left on or the furniture is a little out of place? You know what I mean? But then you go and ask your roommate and they're like, oh, I thought that was you. Anyway, I can't figure out who's been sharting in my pants. Yeah, they're real fucking sneaky about it too. I don't notice until like the end of the day. I don't know how they get in there. Not everyone knows the PC terms for everything these days. Like, I was talking to one of my friends, and he referred to my wife as Oriental. I took him aside, I was like, hey man, you can't say that. Oriental only refers to objects. If you're talking about people, it's Asian. And he was like, oh, well that should still apply since you got married to a Sailor Moon body pillow. I'm just kidding, guys. I married a human. I'm actually coming up on 1 year married pretty soon. Thank you. Yeah, at my wedding, my dad gave a speech. He was like, James, he learned how to, when he was a kid, he was always learning. He juggled and he rode the unicycle. He was in marching band. Afterwards, I took him aside. I was like, Dad, you're making me look like a fucking nerd. I'm trying to get laid tonight. Yeah, you guys have been to a wedding, right? You know what goes on after weddings? Yeah, this guy knows. He's nodding at me, giving me the coy smile. You know, traditionally the wedding dress is all white. It's a symbol of purity before marriage. I thought it would be more accurate though if my wife's wedding dress was like the color of an old yellowed treasure map with a little blood smeared on it. Because that's what color our mattress is after 8 years of period fucking. I'll get a new mattress, fine guys. Chill out. My wife does make a lot more money than me. Yeah, thank you. Some people ask me if that makes me feel emasculated. And I always tell them, no, of course not. The only time I feel emasculated is when she calls me Jessica while she pegs me up the ass. There's a woman in the back, every time I hit a punchline, she goes, all these are for you, man. You know, me and my wife are not super conventional. Like, she didn't change her name when we got married. I did change my name, though, to James Beta Cuck Rogers. Yeah, it's a family name, so, you know, gotta go for them. Last summer, I was watching the Olympics. You know, it's really cool seeing all the different countries come together and compete. But it kind of made me realize I don't agree with race mixing. Like, why would you have the 100 meters dash and the mile in the decathlon event, right? Plus, I think it should only be white people. I'm just kidding, guys. That's not me. Guys, believe it or not, I have not always said the best things. I know that's hard to believe, but when I was younger, I used to use the phrase, "you're so gay," in like a negative way. But you know, I was a kid, I didn't really even know what that meant. But I think it'd be great if we could turn that phrase around into a positive. You know, say like, "you're so gay," you use fashion to express yourself rather than making a boring choice out of fear. Right? Or "you're so gay, you found a chosen family and turned that into a place of radical acceptance." Or "you're so gay, your favorite part of the Janet Jackson Super Bowl show was when she played Rhythm Nation." All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm James.
Give another round of applause for James Copeland, everyone. I just want to reveal myself as the person who's been shitting in James's pants. And I'm not going to tell you how, because a magician never reveals his secrets. Well, our next comedian up on stage is the co-producer of the show, an amazing human being, and does so much for the comedy community. Please welcome to the stage, Samantha Lukasiewicz.
Thank you. Thank you again for James. He has a thin dick and he comes gravy. That's disgusting. My name is Samantha, and my period. Thank you. Hell yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Right before I got on stage, I was watching those videos of where the military families are reconnected with their, like when they come back from war. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It makes me want to stop having so many abortions, you know what I mean? And enlist. They need us now. More than ever in times of peace, right, sir? Hell yeah, okay. I like to tell people I'm on my period even though I'm not. Just to see who I fucks with, you know what I mean? You all cheered, so I appreciate you. You're allies. I usually open a lot of my shows that way, you know, saying I'm on my period and the abortion joke, because people love that. And a woman came up to me and she was like, man, I think your period's lasting too long. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, I think like I have some stuff on my phone. I think you have a disease. And I was like, ma'am, it's a joke. And so similar situation, a guy had come up to me in the same week I told this joke, on Tuesday and on Thursday. And he says, hey, Samantha, I think your period's lasting too long. And I was like, what are you, a fucking idiot? You don't know what a period is? Do you know what a period is? I have an idea. How long does it last?
Usually about 4 to 5 days.
I don't know. No. You in the red shirt, how long does a period last?
A week or so.
Okay, I mean everybody's body's different, but sure, okay. Has anybody ever heard of the ick before? Okay, for those of you who don't, I guess it's very quiet in here, nobody has the internet, it's fine. The ick is like for when you find someone like so attractive they can do like nothing wrong, right? There's just one thing that's like totally disgusting about them. Are you guys together?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, what's his ick? This brings people together. I can name like 4, so you have tons, I'm sure. You know, what? How long have you guys been together?
11 years.
Oh, fuck, okay. You definitely know that he does something that's like disgusting.
Eat with his hands.
He eats with his hands? I don't know. How do we feel about it, guys? Is that disgusting?
Depends on the food. Depends on the food.
Depends on the food, depends on the food.
Understand.
I've never asked this about ladies. What's her ick? Shut the fuck up. I had a guy one time tell me he couldn't finish his hamburger. And I'm like, sir, if you can't finish your quarter pounder, what are you gonna do with this pussy patty, right? And this fupa bun and all this shake. Thank you. He couldn't do shit with it, he wasn't a real man. I hate when men in particular also walk like this. I think that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Somebody came up to me one time after a show and they're like, you know, it's autism walk, right? I was like, I think it's still disgusting. I don't know. I can't help how I feel. You know what I mean? I was driving around the VCU area and I saw somebody walk like this. Like they were walking in cursive. Straighten your shit up, man. I don't think I'm a nice person. I don't know. You guys don't know me. I don't think I'm a very nice person. I live in the East End. Anybody else live in the East End? Woo! Okay, that one person. That's my neighbor. I sit on my porch. I'm a smoker. And I don't usually like to talk. Oh, we're cheering for cancer now? That's cool. That's cool, dude. There's always these people like around my neighborhood with clipboards. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know. They're always in my neighborhood. I do not let them speak to me. The last time I spoke to somebody, they were a pedophile. That's a different story. But these people on their clipboards, they come up to me, and I don't know what they're doing, right? They could be like, Samantha, if you sign this petition today, you will never have to suck a dick again in your life. Men will like you because you're funny. But I don't know that, right? Because I don't let them speak to me. As soon as they turn like into my driveway, I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. I can hear it, it's very annoying. That's exactly how I say it. No thank you. No thank you. And then I wonder why in 2 years my windows have been smashed out 5 times. So nothing was stolen. They hate me. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys on this. I drive for Uber, so like when my windows are smashed out, I'm losing income, right? I gotta be nicer. Does anyone else drive for Uber? Oh, okay, yeah, me and that guy. You do too? What? Why don't you anymore? Did you sexually assault someone? I Has anyone ever done anything in an Uber like that's gotten like kicked out or like fined or something besides this guy? No? Okay. I had a guy masturbate in my car once.
No.
Nice. And I like hindsight's 20/20 because he kept on asking for like lotion and napkins. I know. And this is a true story. This happened last year, and I was like, I don't know. Where could they? I don't know. I don't have any. You want to know like the worst part about the whole experience? Like the absolute worst part? He was ugly. Oh, he was so ugly. I would have totally given a handy for $5, right, sir? Absolutely. I'm not above it. I don't know if some of you guys are drinking, but I've been getting really good at hands-free driving. That's my time. Thank you.
Everybody give a round of applause to Samantha Lukasiewicz, the co-producer of this show. All right, so our last comedian, our headliner of the show, let's give a great big energetic round of applause to Lucy Bonino.
My name is Lucy Bonino. I'm excited, like you, to see what I do up here tonight. And a little bit nervous as well. You haven't really liked anybody here tonight. So I don't think I'm gonna be any different. So I'm gonna try new stuff as well because nothing matters. I don't think it's gonna be the same either way. I got engaged last week, which is pretty cool. I'm gay also, which is like, you know, gotta get it in while you can, which is nice. I also feel the need to emphasize that she proposed to me and I did not propose to her, okay? She's like, okay, well, you don't know what she looks like, but she's like a beautiful, like, woman. And when I've been telling my friends that I got like engaged, and they're like, "How did you ask her?" And I was like, "Why? Do you think I'm ugly? Like, just say it to my face. What the fuck?" Okay, fine. One. But it's crazy. I didn't think that I was like not the. I mean, like she's hot, obviously. Like I think to me, she's the hot one. But I didn't realize that like everybody else around us also thought that she was the hot one in the relationship. You know? So that's kind of a sobering thing that I'm coming to terms with. It's hard though, you know, being gay, because I'm trying to like find my light, because like no one was in their light, and then like, so am I in the light, kind of? Do I look like a vampire?
It's good.
Okay, well, it's hard being like gay, you know, because it's like you don't know who is supposed to propose to who, you know? So my girlfriend and I were like, all right, let's do like rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3 to figure it out. And then we kind of got to a standstill because both of us kept doing scissors. And so, okay, cool. Yeah, cool, all right, good. So yeah, she did it, that was pretty cool. She did it in, so we went to Tunisia like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, why go there, you would say? I don't know either, to be honest. But I did it, and we went, I was like, she knows me so well that she was like, I'm gonna propose to her in a country where we have to pretend to be friends. And I was like, this lady fucking gets me. She's like, you're right, she would think that that's funny, and know that I would think that that's funny. I was like, so we were there, right, and we were like, we did like one like tour, right, because the rest of it, I was like, I just want to like be by the water in the pool or whatever, but we went on like one tour to like this big coliseum. It's like 3 hours away. I like contracted like a car to come and pick us up like for a private tour guide, and in the car, the guy, okay, I guess I didn't realize how I can say whatever I want, pretty much, because I'm not like physically intimidating. And that's not something that I've really thought about before. Like, men have it harder in this way alone, I think, where like they really have to watch what they say. Like, you have to have a lot of situational awareness if you're like a big guy, you know? Because like you can't say shit that you think is like funny sometimes, because you have to like kind of take into account that like you're like a big dude, you know? So I'm sitting in the car, and this guy, as he says nothing for 10 minutes, and then his opener is, wow, you two ladies are so beautiful, I should just take you to Libya and sell you there so I can get rich. And then Jody and I looked at each other, that's like my girlfriend, Jody and I look at each other and our mouths like, right? Because that's like, and then I was like, this guy's fucking hysterical. I mean, this is like, and it was only like funny because he was like this tall, you know? So I was like, yeah, if this guy is like crazy, you know, just like, or whatever. Cool. We're talking about like hall passes. Do you guys know what that is? Yeah. Like a hall pass? Do you guys have like a hall pass? Like a fun? Oh no. Who would you say your hall pass is? Justin Timberlake. Even after he got that like DUI and then he was like, he's gonna ruin the world tour. What?
I think I just have to see, just because it's been so long. It's been so long.
One time I never have any luck like asking like the audience with this joke. One time I was telling this joke and I was like, does anybody have a hall pass that they'd like to share? And one guy raises his hand and then before I could even call on him, he goes, I don't have a hall pass, but one time I cyberbullied Katy Perry on Instagram so much that I got banned. So he told me that and now you all have to know as well. So we're talking about like hall passes. And I realized through this exercise that I am too jealous and petty to even entertain the idea in the abstract. Any other toxic bitches up in here? Make some noise, yeah? Yeah, not in my house. I don't like it. I don't like it, not here, not at fucking not in Trump's America, you know? I don't like it. I don't like the idea of like you having I don't want to think about it, you know? So what we have instead of hall passes, we reached a compromise because I'm a feminist, is we have this thing called reverse hall passes, where basically we can cheat on each other, but it has to be with the person that the other chooses, which I think is pretty fair. So like she's allowed to cheat on me, but it has to be with Danny DeVito. You know? Exactly, you know? And like I'm allowed to cheat on her, but it has to be with a member of ISIS. Which I think is pretty fair. But the joke is on her though, you know, because it would be like way easier for me to find someone to cheat with, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? You guys get those like Twitter DMs requests, you know? Let's just say, inshallah, she doesn't look through mine. You know what I mean? You guys don't get them? They're like, hello, Habibi? No? Nothing? I'm like, all right, Muhammad, let's see what you got. All right. Let's see this blurry Android selfie. We didn't like that one as much. That's fine. That's fine. I was thinking about the term fag hag. Are you guys familiar with this term? It's literally just when a woman, or when a gay man has like a woman friend. So when like a woman has like a gay man friend, she is the fag hag. That is, you know what, yeah. And I don't like, I hang out with like a lot of straight dudes, and I just don't like that there's no like equivalent term, you know? So I was like talking to my friend Taylor, who's like a man, and I was like, I wanna like be able to call you something, you know? So I started calling him like Butch Boy, you know? And it was working pretty well, but then Taylor rightfully was like, well, Lucy, you know, like you wear makeup and you have like kind of long hair, and like I don't think like you were not very like butch presenting, you know, so I don't really think that that label can apply to you. So I was like, you know what? You're right. So I started calling him my femboy, is what I'm trying to say. Any femboys in the house? Make some noise. I never get anybody that makes noise when I say that. Never, not once. All right, I don't know if we should do, I'm not gonna do
it.
I'm just gonna do like Joe. I don't know. I'm working on stuff. Let's see. All right. So I was raised Catholic. Anybody else raised religious? There's like a lot of gay people here. Okay. Like we're all raised religious. So I was like terrible at Catholicism. Like I couldn't name like a single of the 10 commandments. Not even one. I was like horrible. I was raised Catholic until I was 18 years old. could not tell you anything about it, did not pay attention, right? And I was dog shit at school, right? But then I was watching this movie called The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And this movie, I'm not joking, scared me so much. Like, this is a very scary, scary movie. It scared me so much that I kept waking up in the middle of the night. And then one of the times that I was like waking up like with nightmares from this movie of this like girl getting an exorcism because she was like possessed, I was like, let's just like look up the 10 Commandments just to kind of see what it's all about, you know? Like, let's just kind of see what they're talking about here, just in case. Like, I'm not gonna like do it, but like, just in case, you know? So I'm like looking through it, and a lot of them make sense, you know? I mean, for Christianity, but like, a lot of them like I agree with, you know? But all of them make sense with Christianity until like the last one. So like, all of them are like, thou shalt not kill, which like makes sense. Honor your mother and father. Don't, you know, worship any other gods, right? But then the last one is like, do not go into your neighbor's house and fuck his wife. And then I was like doing a little bit more research. And what I've become like convinced of now is like, do you guys think that Moses, when he was receiving the 10 Commandments from Mount Sinai, is actually lying about all of it? And he just wrote those 10 Commandments and then snuck that last one in and then built Christianity all as a ruse so his neighbor would stop fucking his wife. If that were me, that's what I would do. Like, that's how petty I am. If I couldn't get my neighbor to stop fucking Jody, I would be like, I am going to build an entire religion around it. You will stop fucking her or you're going to hell. I also just learned, this is like tangentially related, that in Islam it is haram to pay interest on a loan. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all fucking picked wrong in religions. We all should have joined Islam. Yeah. The next time you walk into a Kia dealership, just be like, I'm not gonna pay 9%. And I'm gonna fuck my neighbor's wife. All right, all right, I have an impression that I haven't done at like other shows, cause I care about how I do there. You guys get it. But I have an impression that I've wanted to try. This is the CEO of Dippin' Dots pitching the idea to the sharks at Shark Tank. Okay. Hi sharks. It's like ice cream. All right. It's exactly like ice cream, but it looks like cat litter, and we only sell it at King's Dominion. You know, all right. You know how like Virginia banned porn? Yeah, that sucks. You know, it does. But it's also how I found out that my grandpa knows what a VPN is. And then when I confronted him about it, he was like, no, Lucy, it's not for that. It's to protect my banking information from trans people. It's like, I'm onto you, Gramps. Let's see. This is kind of a risky bet. This is like an older joke that I used to tell, and I'm like trying to bring it back. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think you're gonna like it though. But all right. I like it when ugly people are also horrible, so you're allowed to make fun of what they look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell looks like somebody took a handful of silly putty and then tried to blow it up like a balloon. And I can say that because he's a horrible you can't tell me that like someone like Ted Cruz doesn't sweat like deli ham, you know? Like, you can't tell me if you run your hand along the back of Ted Cruz's, like, here, it's not like a glazed ham. You can't, but I can say that because he's like a horrible person, you know? Like, that's why I can talk about how ugly they are. no one is out here dragging Mother Teresa. And she looked like a dog, if I'm being perfectly honest. I can't say that though, because Mother Teresa was like a saint or whatever, you know? I can't say that Mother Teresa looks like if beef jerky had a face. I feel like you're pulling back on me. I can feel the room coming apart. Are you guys being for real though? Like, Mother... Well, how do you want this to end? You want me to be like, yeah, she was really hot? Is that what you want me to say? Earlier when I was talking about how Mitch McConnell looks like one of those bodies they pull out of a pool after 4 days. Nobody batted an eye. And here we are clutching our pearls at Mother Teresa only because you agree with her politically, right? Fine. Okay. That's how we want the joke to end, I guess. I would bang Mother Teresa. Is that? And we're gonna end on that. My name has been Lucy Bonino. Give it up for your host on the show. This is a fun show.
And that's the show. Well, I did want to read you. I thought Lucy had some great ideas about this lesbian cis male relationship, so I wrote down 3 alternative names for fag hag in reverse. My favorite is dyke dog. That one's sick, and I think we should do that one. Muncherman is also very good, and I think that one should be taken. And then lesbo liaison, which is a little bit gender neutral, just because, you know, cis men are silly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to the Gold Lion, coming to the main event. This is such a fun show. Our next show is August 23rd, and definitely feel free to buy your ticket to the next show if you can. Thank you guys so much for being here.